back again for Wednesday night. So, getting ready to put the dash back together. Pete was here during the day and he put his instrument bezel, his little aftermarket cluster back in, just to get it out of the way.
Yeah, pain that was as well.
I was hoping you'd get the whole dash back in.
Well, probably easier like this than when it was like up against the windshield. So we got a new heater core. But then I came here and Pete's like, hey Mike, look at this. So we did, in fact, have one sitting on the shelf.
Sitting on the shelf.
And mixed the junk. And
Junk's a bit harsh, isn't it?
He calls your garage junk.
so
that's more.
well, we're going to use the new one because it's got, looks like a more
Two
robust
more cores.
Core for some heat. Stick this one back in the box and maybe use it for a spare for whoever needs it.
Yep.
So
That'd probably be you.
got the swizzly heater core hoses here. I don't even know if we got clamps for that, but without a motor for a while, it's not going to be all that important. So I did hear back from the pistons. I emailed the guy.
Yep.
He said he's going to check the workshop for the job chit. And he said it should be any day now.
What a load of chit.
So, because last week was the 12-week mark.
Yeah.
So
So
all right.
fingers crossed that's on its way.
So we're
We
going
might
to
get a run
get
before the end of the year.
this
Hopefully.
in there. And I'm going to show you how we're going to button it up. So we'll get right back with you. Right, we're going to put the heater core back in the box. Have to put, there's the lid. Oh, on my side. Oh, I got another line for this as well. So,
Oh, this is...
yeah, we'll just leave it there for the moment. So,
Don't touch it, Pete.
all right, we got this the butyl tar-like stuff that we're gonna have to replace. So you can get this stuff in the States anyway, in any kind of AutoZone or O'Reilly's or Advanced Auto Parts. Comes in a big roll. I don't have a whole lot of it left, but I have a lot of little rolls of projects and projects that you do, and the roll gets smaller and smaller. So pull this stuff out, and it's just like
Big licorice gummy worm.
yeah, just like tar. So it's not super duper sticky, but sticky enough to fill the gaps and to make them airtight.
Just a little bit of tack to it.
So we're gonna pull this back, stretch this noodle out. If you do it quick, it'll snap. If you do it slow, it'll just keep pulling and pulling.
There's still a bit in there, look.
Do we want to cut that out? Yeah. Oh yeah. Should be cleaning this stuff up, Pete, instead of worrying about anything else.
Yeah, I come back from vacation. I expect this stuff to be done.
I wasn't told, John.
Yeah.
So I put the plaster back.
All right,
Look at that, snap on.
probably
Right,
just a regular small flat blade will probably be the best.
It was me wanting
Okay,
to use the
look at
snap on
this
gloves.
snap on. Now you got to go to the Chinese stuff. There it is.
Oh, the small one? All this crud's gonna go down to the heater box. We're gonna flip this over. Pull this out.
2 hours later.
So we got butyl all around the perimeter for the heater core. We got it around this seal level, but now we have to do it around
The lip.
this lip here. Let's get the screwdriver and just push down.
Skinny enough to fit in the crack. That actually looks like it's got a pretty good bit of tackiness to it.
There we go. It's kind of tight on the foam, but that's good. And then try your hand at the lid. Happy about it? Let's line it up.
Yep.
So the screws are here. If you want to start those, I'll grab an 8mm. So next is we gotta grab that box that I brought. Good stuff squidging out on the edges. Happy about that. That'll seal there. Now we gotta worry about this. Alright, this big black blob is all ready to go back in the car. This lid's buttoned up. We've put a new vacuum line in. It goes through the bulkhead. I'm surprised it still has its original little fitting. So I tried very much to keep that, because you don't normally see cars with it. They usually disappear, get hacked up and lost. So this is the second longest vacuum line that I had. If we need to extend it, I can, because the longest vacuum line going for this car is going to go to this little one-way check valve, and that goes over to the AC section of the vacuum tree. So hopefully with the boost he's running, he won't be blowing these hoses off. We may have to tie these on a little harder. But this is what you need to do. This will get screwed onto the firewall, and then the vacuum line will come out and go to one of these nipples, and this one here goes into the fender. And there's that little, well, pull another box. Actually, I got one of those the vacuum balls.
Vacuum balls.
And this is what you got in the inside the fender. So when you step on the gas and you lose all your vacuum signal, it still has some vacuum in reserves to operate your dash vents. Because on my SVO, this little check valve went bad, and every time I went into boost, all my dash gauges would revert back to the defrost, and they would start squealing because it would start pressurizing these vacuum motors instead of having vacuum going to them. And I was like, what in the hell is going on? So
yeah, but that was a 4-cylinder. Nobody cares.
It was a fun car. I know why they only made it for 3 years.
It was a 4-banger.
Blah blah blah.
That was the answer to imports.
Yeah. So I still think V8s are the way to go.
We all think V8s are the way to go.
All right, we're gonna try to shoehorn this back in, and wish us luck. So I'll have John filming.
Yep.
And let's see how this goes. Right there. We're home. It fits up. Screws in, vacuum lines through, and where's those big fat washers at? Get there. There you go, John. And these are the big washers that are going to go against the firewall. What you do is you
Stick it on the inside of that.
yeah, goober some of this on there. So it keeps the weather out. I think they do it as well, so it's not like metal on metal.
Two different metals.
So I'll double it up. Alright, we're buttoned up out here. Got the it's all tightened up. The drain's sitting in there really well. This may have to be adjusted later, but we'll do that in a bit. What we got going on with the dash here, Pete?
John has successfully done nothing.
So we're bolted up with the straps. Looks like it'll reach with the plug for the extension.
Yep. And that one goes in there.
We can even get that later once it's up in place.
Get it from underneath.
That's
That one
for
needs to go in there.
Yeah, the resistor.
And this one goes.
It may tie off here, but we can get in there through the glove box when the time comes.
Right, yep.
And get that done. So let's try to fit the dash and not smash anything.
6.5 hours later.
We're in. Mike's just finishing bolting it up from the bottom.
Probably get my impact driver. I'm lazy.
Crack.
I do have one if you want one.
Alright, we're getting Pete's dash all back together. So all the main bolts are in and tight. I think we tightened these bottom two. We'll double check them, but all the ones top of the dash. Steering column's back in. We're hooking up the cables for the controls, and ran into a problem where, I'll see if I can explain it. If you put the cable back in and seat that, if you look at the front here, where the temperature goes, that's as far as we can get it to go to the cold side. And it's, you could hit it,
Yeah.
push it, and let you hear it clunk. Yeah, that is all the way cold.
And it's not good. Yeah, it won't go any further back because of course it stops.
Because this cable is too long. So I am going to have to measure and cut this cable and then put this little zigzag bend in up here. So this is going to be dicey.
We've only got one go at this.
Yeah, because this cable obviously doesn't want to work with what we got going on, but it's all we have. So I've already practiced on the old cut cable. So if the tensile strength and all the properties are the same for this one, I can hopefully get another zigzag in like this a little bit further down the line. So let me put the zigzag in first, and then I'll cut it.
Yeah.
How about that? So the same orientation, being up. It's right at the end. Head it right up to me. That's a good 90. If I hold that, bend it down. Doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll hold on to this. Sometimes your vice grips have good cutters on the end of them, because this may dull a normal wire cutter. I suppose a grinder would work well, but
Voila.
alright.
Always wear eye protection.
Safety squints. Alright. I'll go in. Down. Lock her in. Now we're all the way cold. Now let me do it from here.
Yeah.
Oh, her clunk.
Dude, this works. Yeah.
Alright.
I can't move it with my hand, so
Is it pushed all the way to cold? Oh, there you
yeah.
go.
Yeah, all the way.
Hot. Now go all the way cold.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. Sweet.
I would not have thought that was going to work that well.
Alrighty. Well,
Look,
I'll get the rest of this bolted up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get lucky.
he
Alright.
got so
Lovely.
lucky.
Nicely done.
Okay. We're all buttoned up as part as much as the HVAC is considered for now. So you already tested it. I just want to show you what's going on. So I turn the key, power it up. So anything other than off, and then got some blower motor. So defaults to defrost when you have no engine vacuum. So when we get the engine going, we'll be able to flop it over and he'll be in business. So we first did it and we had it on low. We could barely hear the fan turn. It's like, when it got quiet, it's like, I think it's going. Because you can't even hear it on low. But it's there. So That was a win.
It's a job well done.
So we're gonna slowly button up everything bit by bit, get the whole car interior back together. Refining, there's a little bit of wiring along the way. We broke the switch for the UK spec fog light, so we're gonna have to, I just ripped the back of it out while we're doing stuff.
We're gonna get a switch right there, wasn't we?
Oh yeah, we have not the defrost one.
Yeah, that one.
We're gonna turn this, just like mine, John and I's car. For the fog lights for the GTs, we're gonna tap into this to turn the fog light on.
One out of John's?
You want to kick it?
He's not using it.
He's not using it, is he?
So we'll get that fixed up and swapped. Little refinements. Get this big 8-pillar gauge pod back in, and yeah, we'll be in good shape. And just to give you a little glimpse of what's to come for Pete's car, let me show you a little something that we've been waiting on for a little while now. Here it is. So we are going to step into the 21st century. And,
we're going electric.
Teaching the old man new tricks.
So Pete sprung for the 1200 horse version of the Holley Sniper system. And we only unboxed this a little bit ago. I'm sticking it back away, but we figured the 600 horsepower version would be right at the limits for what he's doing for his car, so the 1200 horse version was a safer bet. So this will be going and getting integrated into his car when the engine goes back together, and I think we'll have the same tunability that John and I's car has with the Holley Terminator stuff, except it'll just be a throttle body injection system.
No leaning out.
No cracked
Which is
pistons.
why the piston in this car went bad. So
Spent some money.
I'm better you than me this
well, in theory, this transmission TKO.
I spent £300
Yeah.
because I sold the TKO.
So this is sold. The guys come on Saturday to pick it up. It's different than my TKO, by the way. It's kind of very odd that two TKOs are in my videos at the same time, but just so people understand, these are not the same transmission. So Pete sold this, toned it up a little bit more, and now he's got a decent fuel injection. So your car can turn into a little bit of a wiring nightmare.
Yes.
But it'll be better than what it was.
If we don't get the motor going, then we'll get my Cleveland going with that kit.
So, anyway, guys, that's it for our Wednesday night special.
For this evening.
We're gonna wrap it up, and we'll catch you guys again soon.
Cheers.